What's up, everyone? Thanks for coming out to the Thunderdome, episode number 2. What's going on, Jonathan? How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
We're doing.
Saturday. It's the weekend, right?
All right.
Holiday weekend. That extra day.
Yes,
this week.
it is.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you guys out. How's everyone doing out in the chats? Let's see here.
Looking good. You got quite a few today. People excited for football, looks like.
Right? It's that time. I'm super stoked. Trying to figure out these comments somehow. I figured out how to get the intro on, and now I can't do the comments.
I was getting a
Gained
phone
one,
call.
lost another.
Oh, you know what? Here it goes. Boom. I got it. What's up, Will? Thanks for coming out.
What up, Will?
Jay, what's going on?
I was just talking to that dude. He's my boy. What up, dude?
Yeah, Jay's great. Josh, what's
Yeah,
going
you
on?
just tell him what we got.
Having a ball?
What up, Josh? The homie Josh from Having a Ball down there in Florida.
Yep. Dude's got some pretty nice stuff, too.
Yeah, he's got some things cooking over there for sure.
Yeah, I've been
For
watching,
sure.
keeping an eye on some of his stuff. That guy's always posting, too, out there on Instagram.
Val's the one you got to keep an eye on from White Feather.
Who's that?
Val from White Feather. Them people there, they got some just strange looking stuff.
They do.
What's going on, Jamie? Thank you for coming out. Another part of the Morph Forge family right there.
Forge fam.
Aaron, what's going on, brother?
Good
Thank you for
vibes send to
coming
that
out.
guy. Everybody, send your good vibes that guy's way.
Yep. Aaron's a great guy.
Absolutely.
Always there
yeah.
supporting everybody, putting up their Instagram and YouTube up in the chats and all that good stuff. I think that guy's the blood whisperer too, huh? For the blood pythons.
Yeah, he's got a couple bloods, or at least one. I know, maybe a couple, but he seems to be the only one that never gets bit by them. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't know how
He's like, "Oh, mine's a puppy dog." Everyone else is like, "Whack, whack, whack."
Right. Come back in with bandages everywhere and somehow
up,
PK's
Jose?
hard.
What up, Jose? I have a male that's been acting up lately. I mean, never
What's
was
up,
aggressive.
everyone?
What's up, Santos? Never got aggressive towards me at all. And in the last 2 feedings, like, he's just been really aggressive. Like, when I open the drawer to check the water in the morning, he's striking at me, you know what I mean? Like, every day for the last 2 weeks. And I don't know what's going on with him. I think he's mad because I pulled him, and I'm not pairing him right now. And I think he wants to pair.
Interesting.
Yeah, we haven't
Maybe
had him
he's
turn
telling
once in
me.
breeding size, but
Maybe he's telling me they're ready. Sorry, John.
So I actually gotta find that notebook. I think if I remember correctly, I did $150 credit for first place is what I was gonna do for the game.
Yeah, 150, 75, and
50 or
50?
25. 25.
It was either 50 or 25. But then I'm going to make a shirt, an LMK reptile shirt, like a 101 shirt for the winner.
Nice. Heck yeah.
okay. And we decided to, on our side, we were going to pitch in for each prize level. So we kind of went off of yours a little bit, Ken. For the first place, we were going to do custom shirt, actually sweatshirt, I'm sorry, with the front, and then for the Thunderdome on the back. So that'll have a 2-sided sweatshirt, or they can pick between, we'll have a list of 30 hatchlings from this year. They can pick any of those 30 hatchlings in lieu of the sweatshirt, whichever they want. And then second place, we were going to do t-shirt, same style, our logo on the front, Thunderdome stuff on the back. And then third place, we're going to do just a bucket hat or a cap, whichever they prefer.
Nice.
Oh,
Heck yeah,
nice.
awesome.
Getting that merch out there. Because I know a lot of people, like right now, like we're project forming our projects, you know what I mean? And these giveaway makes, they might help something somewhere, but they might not help at all. They might not be working that specific line at all. Ooh, I don't know. We're power
Right.
splitter in here.
I saw
But
that, yeah.
but doing the merch is a great idea. And I think I'm going to steal your thoughts on that one and get the Thunderdome picture on the back and then do mine on the front. That I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
put
might
their
even throw a blue
name above
zombie.
the Thunderdome, right?
I
Like
might even throw a
24
zombie
winner.
and a Morphs on the sleeve. Have mine on the chest and then your guys is on the sleeve. We getting crazy with it
Nice.
over here.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be neat. Because that's what I'm going to
That
end
works.
up doing. I was going to do something like once a month. Also, I'm going to be doing some type of giveaway, so it still gives everybody, a chance to win a shirt or something without kind of a second chance. If you don't win something in that, then obviously you still get shots at it. But what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to jump up the credit also. What I'm going to probably end up doing is I'll do a $200 credit for first place. I'll do $100 for second, and then I'll do 50 for third. That's what I'm end up doing. Locked in.
I'll do a nice graphic that's got all the prizes on it, and I'll send it over to you, Vance, so you can pop it up, show everybody what they're in the running for.
Heck yeah. Sounds good.
We didn't start yet, Vanna. What's up?
You made it in time, Banna. I was giving everybody a little bit to get in here before I throw up the picks and all that good stuff.
So Justin's the only one in the fantasy football league that I started that hasn't got his team started. So, the draft's tomorrow at 1:00, like my time. So,
Okay.
In yours, Vance, it'll be what, 9 o'clock?
What'd you say?
Yeah,
12
and
o'clock?
then it's 1:00 my time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be 9:00 yours. I didn't mean to make it in the morning, but it's kind of hard to remember all the times.
That's fine. I'll just get up extra early.
And then John, I think it's 10 o'clock yours.
No, it'll be
10 for Vance,
Yeah,
11 for you then.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Be 10 for Vance, 11 for you, and then 12 for anyone that's in like that middle Ohio and over range, Wisconsin, Ohio, shit like that, whatever.
Yeah, that's us. We'll be at noon, and Vance is at 10. So.
Oh, all right. It's so hard to remember where everyone lives. I thought you guys were over more. But no, you are in Wisconsin. That's right.
Yep.
I used to mess it up. I would sit there and think, okay, well, we're 12 o'clock in California. It's 4 o'clock over in Florida. And it's like, no, it's actually 3 o'clock. There's kind of like that 4-hour difference, like 4 different time zones. But when you actually look it out, it's like, no, if you're 12 o'clock, they would be 3 o'clock.
I'm so choppy because there's a storm. Sorry.
Is it a pretty bad storm?
Oh yeah, it's like was pouring like earlier. Like I don't know. Sounded like freaking someone was just pouring buckets on the roof.
Jeez.
What up, Mission?
What's up, Mission? How's it going?
The Wingstop Wi-Fi, he says.
I usually have pretty decent Wi-Fi unless there's a storm.
Yeah, yours does pretty well most weeks for your show and stuff.
So what I'm going to end up doing, Will, is I'm going to put the picks up here in just a few minutes. But I changed it a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll put the picks up, and then you guys will sit there, and whether you want to screenshot it, write it down, however you want to do it, you'll put your picks down, but you're going to end up putting after the show, put it into the comments. So put your 4 picks in there, and then I'll come back later. Let's see, today's Saturday. I'll give you guys till I guess we'll go Sunday. You have till Sunday midnight to get your picks in. I'll give you a couple. Well, you know what? Let's just go Monday. I'll give you till Monday midnight to get your picks in. So that gives you a couple of days at least.
How's that going to work during football season, though? You're going to have to do it like if you're doing this Saturday, the picks are going to be the next day. You're going to have to say, your picks got to be in before the start of, football.
Well, right now, because they start next week, the games, and
He's going to do the
we're
week
putting
out.
picks in this week,
Yeah.
so we're already that week ahead. So we'll be okay on that. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
All right. Yeah. Because next week we'll be picking for week 2. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Bling, light bulb went off. Sorry, guys. My bad.
Hey, you never know. What if that was an issue and something we need to fix?
Right.
That would be shitty. You guys got till Monday and fucking the games. Everybody's got the game won. Damn, you guys are good, man. Got some good predictions.
100% across the board.
Everybody's good.
I'm amazed with you guys.
We'll be ending up giving away a lot of shit.
Right.
Since I'm playing, if I end up winning, I'm gonna do a spin to win for the shirt.
So you guys are welcome to be in it too.
All right.
Obviously, if it's your gift, you're probably not gonna, want to take your own shirt or whatever. But
yeah, I'll give mine away.
But like for my credit or any of my merchant or whatever, you guys are welcome to be in there. I was actually going to play the game along with you guys. Just I won't count. I'm just doing it for shits and giggles.
That's what I'm doing too.
I say count it. If you win, then you get to pick who wins the thing. Do a spin to win or something. I don't know.
Right. No, I've thought about that before too. Like you'd always play, and like you said, if you end up winning, just do a spin to win. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the games, the picks for you guys.
I apologize. I'm a little off today. I'm a little uppity.
Right, Will? Okay, Brandon, let's see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's doing all this. He should be able to, play.
It'll be more fun, just to be in it. I'm not going to claim a prize. If I win it, it's just going to the next one down or whatever. I just want to compete.
Yeah.
So.
Sounds good. All right, guys, here's the picks. So for pick 1, you got the 4 different games. First pick, you have Green Bay at Philadelphia.
I'm going to have to go play there.
For pick number 2, you have Pittsburgh at Atlanta.
You already know. Steelers.
That's right. Steelers and Green Bay. We got 2 fans up on the panel. And then we got pick number 3, the LA Rams. You already
I'm going to
know.
have to go with Detroit.
Oh, man, what a hater. Versus the Detroit
just for
Lions.
you, Van. I'm going to have to go with Detroit.
Jared Goff's got something coming for that last game last year. I'm still upset about that one. And then for pick number 4, we have the New England Patriots against the Cincinnati Bengals.
I got to go with the Bungles there. Bungholes.
Bungholes. Those were all pretty interesting games up here, too.
The
That's
Green Bay
11-22
Philly game. Ooh, that one's the toughest there, I feel.
Which one?
The Green Bay Philly.
Yeah, that one's going to be tight.
Because they're both pretty good teams. I don't. It's self-explanatory that the Steelers are going to beat the Falcons. I mean, Kirk Cousins hasn't even won a Super Bowl. I mean, and you're looking at him to be the savior. Come on now.
Right.
No, Steelers. Danger Russ is going to lead the Steelers to victory. I'm actually really scared for this season.
You guys got a pretty good team going this year, or?
I mean, it seems like we shored up the offensive line, but our quarterback situation, I mean, we totally overhauled the room. We got rid of Kenny Pickett, which was, I think, a great move because he just kept missing the passes. It was right there. I mean, wide open people, 10 feet over their head. And we got Russell Wilson starting and then Justin Fields backing up. I think I'd rather have Fields than Russ. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Russ is too old. I don't think he got it.
That's gonna be a tough.
Yeah, depends on the scheme that team runs, man. Wilson can run a decent offense if it's set up right. I don't think Denver was ever meant to be,
Right.
We don't have no wide receivers. I mean, we got Pickens, which is the biggest diva in the league. I think we should, if we couldn't get Ayuk and, a trade, I would have gladly gave Pickens up for Ayuk. Because at least Ayuk, just puts his head down and plays football.
Right. Yeah, true.
Those locker
I'm
room
optimistic.
deals,
I think we're going to suck.
So you guys have the picks, whether, like I said, whether you took that with a screenshot or wrote it down or whatever, you guys have those picks so you can take your time and put them in as you want. Again, do it after the show so that I could go back into the comments and track all your guys' picks and all that good stuff. So like I said, I'll give you till Monday midnight. So right before Tuesday.
Easy picks this week, guys. 11-22. That's all you got to remember. 11-22. You're good.
Yep.
Vance is like, yep, I have no idea what John's talking about.
I was going to question that myself, but I was like, he's rolling with it. But
1-1-2-2. That's all you got to pick, and you're good. 1-1-2-2.
Oh, that's your picks. You're picking the Packers, the Steelers, Detroit, Bengals.
Correct. Yep. 11-22. Sometimes it'll be 21-22, 21-1-1. Who knows? But
yeah, I'm curious on that Rams-Lions game because that was we played them last year in the playoffs, and that's when Jared Goff had kind of a chip on his shoulder for when he played with us and everything. So I'm curious on this game. Like, there's a little revenge that we got for him.
Yeah, I just feel like
game. I know that much.
Yeah, I just feel like Detroit's it's going to be stacked this year. They're going to be tough to beat every week.
Yeah,
I like Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
what's that?
I like Dan Campbell, their coach.
Yeah.
Yep, taking kneecaps. That's the guy.
He's chewing them off.
Yep.
He ain't taking them. He's
hard-nosed
chewing them.
coach, right? Mm-hmm. And that's missing. Got too many diva coaches out there too. We don't have that old school coach.
Yeah.
Tomlin's a good coach, but he ain't hard enough on him. He don't push him. In my opinion.
He's been around for years too.
Well, I mean, if you look at the Steelers as an organization, they've had 3 coaches since when they bring Nolan 69, I think. 3 coaches since 1969. I mean,
right.
we stick with one person, let them go.
I like Will's comment up there. I think Tomlin should play quarterback.
Let me go back to it.
Yeah, I think Tomlin should step in there at QB.
I mean, if we would put Fields and just run like a triple option all the time, triple option RPOs, I think, we could keep a defense off balance enough with our defense. We could win the games. That would be my take to a team.
And that's where Fields would be your better choice, Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
But
you can get a good. Go ahead.
You could put Russ out there, as a wideout on some plays as a dummy, and then keep him there for a big play. You know what I mean? Like have him there as a dummy all season long, and then when you need them points, there he is, hit him, and then throw it down the field.
Yep, there you go.
Tricky.
Are we doing scores or just winners? What do you mean, Will?
Are we scoring the games? Because if you write down the scores to the game, you could kind of,
Yeah. So, Will, all you have to do actually is you're just predicting who wins. No, you don't have to write down the score, just whoever you think is going to win that game.
But it might not be a bad idea to implement that later in the season. Say we got 2 weeks left and we got a bunch of people, like 3 or 4 people tied. Then you could say these 4 people write down the scores of these games. Everyone that's in it, would score the game basically, and then you can get a tiebreaker out of it, whoever's closest.
Right. I was thinking maybe once it comes to that, gets closer, I was thinking we may have to do something like that, whether it be I throw more games in there, or like Will even said, put the score, so it kind of makes it a little tougher when it comes to that, last bit. If you got 2, 3, 4 people or whatever, yeah, we could do something like that.
Now, just to be clear, we're not using the spread. This is straight up 0-0, no points.
Correct. No points. Just whoever you think's going to win that game, which team will win.
I just want to be clear on that.
Correct. No, definitely. I'm glad
end of the season. I was going to say you could throw in a final game at the end of the season, just one game, and have everybody pick the total points at the end of the game, and the closest just gets it,
Yeah.
Like say it's 24-24, somebody guesses 49, they get it. The other guys pick 28 or whatever.
Right.
I mean, just for that final tiebreaker.
Well, what if you have someone that guesses 47 and someone that guesses 49? I say the team that gets 47 wins because 49 went over.
Yeah.
Like, we got to specify, because it could come down to that. You know what I mean?
Yep. Exactly.
It better not. It better not come down to that.
I know.
Well, it could.
We'll have all the calculations going around our head and spheres and circles, and we don't need this kind of stress toward the end of the year.
Right.
One thing I've learned about podcasting and doing these giveaways, you have to have a specification for every scenario played out ahead of time, just so people don't think, well, we're rigging this, or whatever.
Exactly.
Right. Well, none of us 3 can win, so it'd be hard to rig it.
We're shit out of luck. That's the thing I was worried about too, is like putting this together. I'm like, man, I got to do this where it's going to work out and everything, have the best time with it and make it to where it's not all complicated and people having fun, but not, at the end where it's like, okay, well, there's multiple winners. What the hell are you going to do? And
right.
Can't give out $200 credit to 5 different people.
Right.
You can't. How come? Be broke. All right, got to close up shop now.
Thanks, guys. I'm done. I'm out of business.
Y'all broke.
In fact, I'm going to go grab a snake real quick. I'm going to show off.
Good. While he's gone, I wanted to mention something real quick. Prophecy Exotics, the van just lost a sister, and he's having a silent auction. So if you want to get in on it, go check out his page. I believe it's the male's a stranger het clown and the female's stranger something posset clown. I'm not exactly sure on that. Don't quote me, but go check it out. He's trying to raise money for the funeral costs and stuff. I didn't participate in the silent auction. I just went and donated. So if you want to just help out, I mean, if everyone would just help out a little bit, it'd be all good. But that's just my stance on it. I try to help out everyone. I threw him $25. You know what I mean? It's not like I did much, but I just threw him a little bit what I could, just to help out. So if y'all can, go hit him up, help out.
And
if
Jamie
you can't,
just
cool.
Put the combos in the chat too, what he had up there for the auction.
Wait.
If you're not interested in either, like Ken said, just throw a couple bucks in there and help him out. Tough enough time losing family member. So
I just, if this is a community, and for me to preach community and, push it as much as I do and not help people out, then I'm not doing, I'm not practicing what I'm preaching. So I just do it just because, I'm part of this community. Let's set an example and show you what this community should be. And that's kind of how I feel about it.
yeah, absolutely.
Plus I enjoy helping people.
Yep. And I don't know if you knew or not, Ken, maybe you did, but your camera is not on. Just a heads up.
It's not on. I'm doing things around the room, so I just got it turned off.
I got you. Okay. Just wanted to be sure you didn't click it on accident and didn't know.
All right. That was probably loud. Of course, my daughter's got to be here. You know how they are.
Giving you fits.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think pretty much everybody in here is on our Discord. Ken, I don't know if you've jumped in there or not. I haven't seen you in there. Maybe.
I don't have a Discord yet. I mean, I thought about starting one, and it seems to be becoming pretty popular, so I probably should.
Okay. Well, I mean, or join ours at the very least. Jump in
Right.
and chat with us.
Yeah, right. I'll get on that.
We're gonna have the information for Devin in there too, like where you can get a hold of him for that and the auction. So we can get you links.
See, why don't people tell me that? Because, you just said Devin, so I said Devan, and the way people have, said it, like Devan, like that's what I thought it was. So if it's Devin, I feel like an asshole right now.
I've always just said Devin. I don't know. And I think, how the names go in the different chats. You got the Pink Panther, you got the Mudslinger. I mean, you got so many nicknames, who knows?
That's why I always called him Rooster, because I wasn't sure how it was, pronounced.
I've heard it pronounced both ways. It's really, however, I think it may have kind of came from Billy though, Devan.
Maybe. I don't know.
He said it that way.
I'm going to have to ask him the correct pronunciation.
Right.
Here's that triple. It's a triple het for Hypopied Clown.
Well, that's got a lot of different indicators going on.
Right. The pattern's
Hypo really screwed up that pattern.
Lots of blushing. Look at them whites going around them alien heads.
Mm-hmm. See that a lot in our het clowns. But look at those pied tracks, the entire length of that thing.
Like, yeah, what? But I got things that aren't het pied that have pied tracks.
Yeah, I mean, just that combo, is really doing a lot.
Right.
Or it seems to be anyway. It's a pretty snake.
Yeah, it's crazy how much the het influence does to the pattern, changes it up.
Well, I mean, het clown is a gene. You know what I mean? We call it the het version because we don't know the 100% markings of it. You know what I mean? If you look at them genetically, like, they're the same. It's the het version and the homozygous version. So, like, het clown is a morph. Het DG, het pied, het hypo, whatever. They're a single copy of it is a morph.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's a lot of talk about how crazy the influence is from like Monsoon, and is that actually a recessive or is it just a super form? I don't know. Pretty visible. Like every het Monsoon you can see in the pattern, they got squiggles coming off the top of the back stripe. I mean, it's wonky.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of feel you see that in other het influences as well, just not as extreme.
Yep.
Like the horns. I have so many snakes that have the so-called horns. I mean, I don't have no Monsoon stuff.
Right. Yeah, and I think different genes can do the same effect for sure. But it's just how impactful that het form is. I mean, when something's that obvious, like even Pied does that, I suppose, to some degree with the big ringers and missing chunks in the pattern,
Right, yeah. Boy, Vance really screwed the fruit on this one.
Right? Just took off.
He must have booted himself real good.
Yeah, I think he did definitely hit the wrong button there. But that's all good. So it's going to be a fun show when it gets going. We'll have the weekly thing. I'll try to get him some graphic work done too. So he'll have some screens and stuff to pop up every week, like who's in the lead, who's in what position, wins, losses, that kind of stuff. So help him out with the back side of it. At least he can pop it up on a Saturday when we all jump in here.
I'm going to keep my own score because when I win, or not win, but have more points than everyone, I'm going to be like, well, you're the step champion because I would have won if I wasn't involved.
Right. The redheaded
So
step champion.
just remember that I had more points than you.
There he is. I'm here just trying to pop back on. Of course, you and I can't control anything, so we're just kind of chilling.
We're waiting on you.
And
we got your back,
he did
buddy.
Throw the gauntlet down, Will.
Oh, I did it. Jeez. I don't know. I hit something. I guess I wasn't paying much attention and booted myself. And then I'm like, how the fuck do I get back on here? I can't figure it out. But I do
that shit all the time, Vance. Don't worry about it. I start hitting buttons and just the screen goes black. So,
hey, right? Ken, at least I figured out how to do the intros now.
There you go. I got mine down to where I shouldn't mess it up no more.
Yeah.
Finally.
So it sucked because before I got the intro from you guys for the RWO show, I had the basic just 30-second one on here.
Uh-huh.
And so I hit it. You guys told me how to do it. I got it and did that 30-second intro for the RWO show. Everything was fine. I'm like, all right, sweet. But then the next week when I actually have the actual RWO intro, I can't sit there and do it. I can't see the button or anything. And so I've been messing around backstage doing stuff for this one. And then I clicked, I was like, oh shit. If I would have there's like a little area, if I would have went upwards, it would have showed that spot that I needed. So it was just that I didn't click all the way up.
So what I was doing is when you hit live, that screen comes up where you got to hit live again. It was covering my intro. Like, so if I scroll my intro down a little bit, I could hit it a little easier.
Right.
That's where I was screwing up because then I would have to hit go live, then intro. And then when you do that, you have like that second or two that pops up. But if you hit go live, then go down and hit your intro and then hit the second go live, it just rolls right into it.
Nice.
I can't tell either of you because I stay as far from StreamYard as I can. I'll get
you're on that other platform. I mean,
yeah,
I'm thinking about switching.
We really like it. I mean, now that I understand it and we've used it a little bit, I really do like it. I've jumped into StreamYard and tried that, and it's just missing a lot of stuff that I use every week on the show.
Right.
So,
what's that one you use again?
It's EV Mux.
I was gonna say I know it's EV something. I couldn't remember. EV Mux. Yeah.
Yep.
Streamlabs is supposed to be pretty good too, and I guess it's even a little cheaper than StreamYard.
It's free. Right. If you use it, be prepared to do some studying though, because it does take a lot of background knowledge how to run it, but it's free. I think people avoid it because it's kind of complex. It doesn't have a pre-done structure at all. So heads up there, but
yeah, I guess you have to pay to get to be able to have 10 people on the screen. That's the only thing you're paying for. Like StreamYard's free, but you can only have 6 people at a time.
Yeah, and I'm confusing the two. That was my bad. OBS Studio is what I was talking about. Streamlabs itself uses OBS Studio. So either way, you kind of have to know how to use OBS Studio. But if you just go right out of OBS Studio, it's free. There's nothing to charge you there. It's a free app.
It's a church service. You talk about church. We don't talk about religion on here.
Is not friendly with cell phones. Works well with laptops. Okay.
Huh. Yeah, this week, I think this Tuesday, James was trying to get on DJ show with a cell phone, and it wouldn't support it. It wouldn't let him on.
Oh, yep. I heard that was Apple, right, or iOS, because I think all of our Samsung and Android stuff worked really well, but Maybe it's an Apple or
Yeah,
iOS.
he has an Apple phone, so maybe that was the issue.
But that's for the one that John you use, right? The EV Mux.
Yep.
I mean, I had no problems with my iPhone whenever I get on there with you on it.
Huh.
Yeah, we haven't had any guests complain about that yet, but apparently it's an
fine.
issue.
Huh.
Now,
I guess
James
everybody-
got the brand new one. You know what I mean? The iPhone, what is it, 17 Pro Max, whatever they're on, you know, Pro Max plus minus 0, ... whatever.
Right.
But he has the newest one.
Okay. Yeah, it could just be a glitch or something. I don't know. But we've had several guests on iPhones and they seem to go fine. I don't know. Maybe just, I don't know. Who knows? One off or a software issue, like you say, the latest, greatest doesn't work. I don't know.
Right. And I know it's the newest one because he's got a C charger. A C charger charges it. Because we was sharing chargers on the way down.
Yeah, I was actually worried about that because when I jumped on there with you, John, when they had that EV Mux, and then when I went back just a little while ago on the show with you again, I was hoping that it was going to be all right, that I wasn't going to have no issues, and ended up, luckily, everything was fine. Like, I didn't know if I would have to log in or, have any issues, and it just right up back onto it as it knew me and, whatnot.
Yep,
I guess, basically going by the email or whatnot,
Probably, yeah.
What's up, Eric B? I'm going to, in case anybody missed, I'll throw up the pics again. Eric, I'll post these picks for you, the games, and then you just got to pick whoever you think's going to win that game. You don't have to write down the score or nothing like that. Just whoever you think's going to win out of the 4, and then just put it into the comments after the show. And I'll give you up till Monday night, midnight, to put those comments in, the picks, and then I'll go write them down. And that's the picks.
Hitting buttons again, so if he disappears, he'll be back.
Yeah, if I disappear somehow, I will be back. I'm going to try not to be a retard and do that shit again, though.
What's up, Brave?
So, go ahead, John.
I was just saying hey to Brave. He was hollering out at us.
What up, Brave?
What's going on, Brave? Thanks for coming in.
But I watched your show, what was that, Wednesday with Chris Eaton, and he had talked about a movie called Sasquatch Sunset.
Yep.
I decided to watch it.
Oh, you did watch it?
Yes. And I do believe that I became more stupider, if that makes sense. I don't know the correct terminology because I watched this movie. My terminology's all screwed up. But I became a little more stupider by watching it.
Yeah, that's what he kind of warned everybody. He said that was the dumbest thing he's ever seen. But I don't know. I was comical as hell. I mean, the guy swears up a storm. He's pretty crass, pretty crude, but he's a funny guy, 100%.
I have him coming up on 2 weeks on like my show, and I'm just wondering what kind of shenanigans could I get him round up with.
Right. Well, I know he loves your truffle shuffle. That's like his favorite thing on earth.
2 weeks is too soon. You got to wait a month.
Well, see, I got a special gift for him because I got the double truffle shuffle video.
Oh,
I'm going to premiere it on his episode just for him.
Yeah, he's something else. He's a comical guy, man. We sat and talked for an hour and a half after he got off, man. It's some funny stories. Good Lord.
You guys talk a while backstage, or?
Yeah. I mean, he's, I don't know, got not a lot else to do probably, right? Same as us. So
Right.
you get a guest on and you don't really know them. You just sit and BS after the show. And yeah, he was pretty cordial about it. Super nice guy, actually.
Nice.
But
our power's still flickering here.
Yeah, it sucks. I was fucking, I was the first one in the comments. It was like 10 o'clock that morning. I got in there, wrote the comment, and then later on went in there, and it was like my comment was deleted once you guys started the show. It was already gone. I was like, bullshit, I was the first one in there. then
I don't
ended up taking off like 15 minutes before you guys ended and everything, and run to the store. I was like, shit, man, I'm gonna miss it. But I watched the last 15 minutes replay. But
yeah, appreciate that for sure. No, I don't know when that cutoff is. If there's like a certain time of day where it's too early, I don't know. Nothing
usually
we could go in there and change, right? But
yeah, I've noticed it kind of seems like 6 hours is a little too early. It seems like it'll probably kick it out at that time. If you're like 4 or 5 minutes too early, sooner, then it seems like it may kind of stick around, but you're still kind of taking that chance. So I try to stick around like 2 to 4 hours. I'll throw that comment, down in there and everything.
first,
Yeah, because like lately it seems like it's been sticking around. Like I've done it a few times, and then there was a few other people, and the comments were still in there later that day and teased chat or whatever, and it was like, no, this time it took it out. Like the old days, I was like, man, screw me. Next time.
Eric's already into you for that one. He's already clipped that part of the video. Very last comment. Story of Vance's life.
Let's see.
Oh, Kurt jumped in.
What's going on, Kurt?
What up, brother Kurt?
Man, I should have waited on those picks. I'm going to have to throw them back up again. I'm going to throw the picks up for you, Kurt, so you can pick whoever you think's going to win the
you can make a short every week of the picks just so you have it up there, just a simple picture of, how you're going to do it with the shorts on it, like post it Sunday, you know what I mean? And just run it for like 16 seconds with music in the background.
Good.
But you got Philly covered up on that one.
Oh, shoot. I'll get that right now.
You got 2 skulls over it. I don't got my glasses.
What's going to happen to him.
See, I mean, I kind of think Green Bay might pick that one up, but I don't know. The Mike Sirianni, I think that's the name. He's not the coaching type that slacks at all. I think he'll have his boys ready.
Oh, they're not going to give the game away. It's going to be a good one for sure. Also,
oh, shit happens, Eric.
Shoot me those over before the show, Vance, and I'll put those. How you got that little white section? We can put those right on your main background too. So, like as we're talking, those picks can just sit down there the whole time.
Right. Nice. Hell yeah. And then I don't know if I told you, Kurt, but go ahead and just put the comments after the show. Just put whoever you think's going to win, your predictions in the comments after the show. And then you got till Monday night, midnight to put them in, and I'll come back and write everybody's stuff down in a notebook.
Here, let me do this. Let me try something. It's going to be weird, but I'm going to give it a whirl. Snip that real quick. I mean, go ahead and do your show. I ain't changing nothing. I'm just going to work on something while you're... See if I can get it to work.
Oh, God.
Shit.
Actually got what I could have maybe done, I could have probably put those pics also into the background, like you said, and then I could have just hit that while we were still talking. If it still shows, I don't know if the screens would have blocked it. I might try that next time too. I might sit there and go ahead and put that into the background and then throw it up and see how that looks.
Right, give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Never know.
Give it a whirl.
But if not, at least it's up there. People got to see it. That's what I was worried about too. I was like, man, I hope I could get this on here so I could just hit the screen and show it up and not have to grab a laptop or vice versa, and be doing this. Like, you guys see it? Or here's my little paper that I wrote out.
Right. Here, let's try this. This might actually work. I might be surprised.
Here's one of the clowns I just hatched out.
Ooh,
there's a feisty guy.
Nice.
Trying to show, but it's not working.
Not wanting to stay still. What all's in there?
I think this is a Mojave leopard. Wow.
Nice.
Pos had hypo.
Put it right in front of your face. No, I mean just position-wise so we can see it, you know.
I'm trying to get it up close, but it's just squirming. Like, got a lot of pattern on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard to tell. The way those bottom alien heads are flat on top is really strange.
Everything's blending together. I don't know. This thing's going crazy. Calm down, buddy. I can't turn him right.
It's like they never want to work with you.
No.
They don't. They
That's
don't
why
want
it
to
sucks.
Go back in there.
It sucks trying to get video sometimes for YouTube or Instagram.
There.
It's like,
You can see better that way.
sometimes it's 2 minutes you get to have a video. Sometimes 20 minutes you're still working on it. Let's see here.
One of them. I got 3 clown pots at hypos. And one of them was a female, and Rob won that one spin to win, and I held 2 back last year from that clutch that are clowns that are had hypos. So, I mean, I don't want a third one with the same genes, so I'm not going to hang on to it. So I'm going to, that's Rob's snake that he wants for that drawing. Pick anything of mine. So Rob's getting that female.
Nice. That's pretty cool, John.
Should work. Kind of small, but I think everybody can tell the team's there, hopefully.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. I'll blow you up for just a split second.
Yeah, that works.
Nice.
And you guys got one too.
So you want to go, here's what you want to do. You want to pick this one?
I say Philly.
And this one?
I say Pittsburgh. I agree.
Guy, and that guy.
And I agree.
Easy picks this week, guys.
Let's see.
No, I mean, those first 2 could, actually, the first one could go either way.
That
Detroit
the third one could go either way. I mean, I think the only easy pick up there is the Bengals over New England.
Yeah, I agree. It's a toss-up with a lot of those games.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to pick the 4 hardest matchups that week.
And it was cool because I was trying to pick some of those teams for you guys, and I was like trying to look and make sure, like, okay, is it gonna? And it worked out that they were going to be some kind of tough games that could go either way. Like, all right, that's going to be.
Oh, I see what you did. They like Green Bay. I like Pittsburgh. You like
the Rams. So I'll try to basically, whoever's in here that does like football, I'm going to try to pick some of those teams.
I'm back.
And all that. Of course, again, if the game is going to be good, if it's going to be a whack game that that's going to be a blowout, then I'm not going to go with it. But yeah, it was pretty cool because all the teams that you guys liked and everything were going to be good games. So I was like, fuck, I love it.
I thought you did it on purpose, but they're actually close matchups, except maybe that Atlanta game. I don't think that's going to be close. I think Pittsburgh's got that. But
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah?
I think it's going to be a field goal game, basically.
Really? God,
of course,
I got
with Pittsburgh on top. I'm saying 21-24 Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I think it'll be 27-30.
All right.
Really? Holy guys, you are high on that one. I was going 24-10 Pittsburgh.
24-10 Pittsburgh. All right.
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's going to surprise people with their offense, I got a feeling.
Because they got Friday games now, too.
Yeah, there's going to be some games on Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, basically.
I can't remember. I want to say one of these. I could be wrong, but I think one of these teams up here is on a Friday.
Green Bay, yep.
Green Bay, yeah. That's crazy.
First
it's cool, though. I mean, usually you only see Friday night like football, high school, and all that. So it's pretty cool now that we get to see a game on Friday. I wonder if that's going to kind of keep more people home, though. You know what I mean? To watch football, because usually it's only Sundays that you get to watch your game, and then Fridays you're going to the mall or whatever with the family. But
Right.
I can't go to high school football around here.
you got kicked
I get
out
too
of
rowdy. I get too rowdy.
Yeah.
Ken's got kicked out of every high school game.
I haven't got kicked out, but I've had the security guards come stand right where I was. I never got kicked out.
What kind of trouble are you causing, Ken? What are you even getting into at a high school football game?
The
These
truffle
refs
shuffle.
suck, dude.
Oh,
The refs suck. Like they don't call holding when there should be holding, and then they call holding when there shouldn't be, and they always favor one team over the other. Like, even if they're favoring the home team, I'll get on them because I don't really root for a certain team. I go just to watch the game, you know, and I'm sitting there, you're screwing them, you fucks. You know, like,
it's like
and when
8-year-old kids in the stand.
when you're sitting there, yeah, right. And when you're sitting there telling them you're screwing the visitor of a home team when everybody's kids out there on that, like, their parents don't take that too friendly, but I stand up, I'm 6'2", 250. I'm like, hey, I call it as I see it. They don't seem like they want to do much of that after that, you know? I mean,
Right.
I'm neutral. I'm watching it.
That's funny, though. I'd have a hard time getting that invested in a high school game. Even a pro game or a team I really like, I just don't get that worked up. I don't feel like anything.
I don't know, dude. I played football. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't go to college. I got into a car accident 2 days before my first senior game. I mean, if I wouldn't have gotten into a car accident, I had at least 50 offers from, like, quad A schools, like Slippery Rock. Slippery Rock really wanted me. But my biggest letter was Michigan State. They was looking at me. But I wanted to either go to Pitt or Penn State. That's, you know, where I was at. I didn't get Pitt or Penn State yet. Might have. I don't know.
Where'd you play, Ken, at that size? Linebacker? Tackle?
Right. Yeah, I was outside linebacker and then tight end. I played Ironman. I never got off the field.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
my ninth grade year,
tight end.
My ninth grade year, like, I lettered in varsity because I started on every special team.
Nice.
Sweet.
I had more tackles than any one of the freshmen on special teams. I was tearing it up.
Oh, yeah.
So I played football in Florida, but just for freshman year, and played receiver, and then moved up north here for my sophomore year. So I started varsity basketball. I played guard in basketball, but I dropped the football, the overlap, and I don't know. I just didn't want to do both, but
right.
Good time.
Right.
Wasn't as tied to football. I didn't have the size or the ability for that sport. 5'11", 170 pounds. You know, you're not gonna end up anywhere good in football in general,
right?
Unless your last name's McCaffrey or something.
Yeah.
When I was playing,
I loved, but baseball was my thing. That's where I was really good at. But I just kind of pissed that away, or I could have probably made the damn pro leagues. But.
My playing weight was around 225. I 6'2", 225, but I had like a 4.6 40. I'm pretty fast for a big dude. And you got an outside linebacker that runs that fast. I was making plays.
Oh,
yeah, that's damn quick. 4.6 is moving.
It was like a 4.68, 4.69, but it was still a 4.6. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I tell the story, I leave off the 4.68. It's a 4.6. I told you, 95% truth, 5% bullshit. You know?
That's still moving, man. At that size, that's moving.
That's cooking right there, for sure.
I ain't running no 4.6 now. Don't put me on a clock because I'm lucky to get 5.6, and that's if I don't fall because my ankle might give out.
I don't know if I'd get to the 40 before something blew out. Yeah,
right.
All the joints are saying no, and we ain't doing that shit anymore.
I'm pulling a groin muscle or something at that point. As soon as I go to step, man, it's no, it's over now.
Well, at least I'm stretching first. I mean, I got to stretch.
Go to take those first couple strides, and it just sounds like a bag of Rice Krispies getting opened up.
Oh
Just
boy.
crackling and popping everywhere. But they got
Nothing
a
like-
comment in the chat for you too, Ken. And we caught this a little earlier, but anybody that was doing that fantasy football league with us on ESPN, there is one person short, and I think Ken is reaching out to him to get him to get his stuff together.
What's up,
I
Mike?
need that for the draft.
Yeah, our draft's tomorrow at 1. And if Justin decides not to sign up by tomorrow at 10, I might be looking for another spot.
Yep.
He said he was going to. I talked to him and he said he'll get to it. I texted him again today. I was like, still waiting on you, buddy. But
Hey,
if
Mike.
someone wants to join, I could put it up to 12 teams. You just got to find another person.
Hey, Mike, if you want to play the game for the picks and everything, it's right there by John on his screen. Just put whoever your predictions are to win, just put it in the comments after the show. And I'll come. You got up till Monday night. So I'll come back later and I'll put take all your guys' picks and put them down.
Well, Ben, if he wants in, tell him to get another person. If he could find another person, I'll take it up to 12. I'll send them both an invite and take it up to 12.
That would be pretty cool. We hit those 8 fast and ended up going to the 10.
Right.
Well, I mean, Justin said he was going to do it. Then Kent said he was going to do it. And then Will said he'll do it. I'm like, well, we might as well just bump it up to 10.
Right.
And then I think Tom from Upstate said he would do it. And I was like, well, we're at a maximum right now. So I don't know. Like, we got till tomorrow to 1 to change it. If anyone would like to get in, DM me on IG. And if we get up to 12, then that's the max that we could do. But a 12-person league is hard because you're like trying to get like your last people are like, third string wide receivers and third string running backs. You got to find that other person that's just scoring points that week. It's tricky.
Right.
Yep. Gets a lot tougher for sure.
And you said 12 is the max, huh?
I do believe, I don't think we can go to 14. Boy, I couldn't even imagine a 14-team thing because, I mean, we're going to be hoping everyone at least starts.
Right. Exactly.
No, Brandon didn't hit me up. So, I mean, if he wants in, tell him to hit me up, and I'll be sure to let him know. I mean, this happened so quick. I didn't really, then we was at our max, and then I didn't want to ask other people, to join in. Like, we had the 8 within 10 minutes after the show, and then we had 10, 15 minutes after the show. So, like, I stopped asking people because I, just didn't want to turn people down.
Pretty quick, we'll have a team for every NFL team.
Right.
This keeps going. We got 52 teams in here. What's happening?
Right.
We'll just take the Packers. We'll just go with it.
That's awesome. You said that's tomorrow too, huh, Ken? We got to do all
Yep, that's tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. I'll have to get back on that. No, we just all do it at different times, right? Like, we don't have to be on there at the same time. It's just go on there and pick.
No, it's the same time. Like, once it launches, it's like a live draft.
Okay, that was what
like, if you're not there, you're on auto pick, and it'll go by the first person there or what you need.
Okay.
I mean, I've won championships with auto draft teams. So, I mean, it's 6 1, half dozen other. I mean, if you draft or not. But I just like to draft my own team.
Right. Makes more fun of it.
You remember who to watch that week, too. I mean, like, if you auto draft, you might forget half the goddamn guys on your team, miss the game, don't see their stats,
Yep. Yeah, I'd really be like Will said, that's no fun. I want to pick my own damn team.
Yeah, I hope everyone's there picking because for one, auto drafts wait the whole time, and I'm sitting there like, come on, just pick. Like, why do you got to wait the whole minute and a half? Like,
No,
if someone does that, I'm going to be calling you every name in the book.
No, I'm hacking into their shit and I'm picking the weakest players. We're gonna handle that.
But
That
yeah,
sucks.
can't you set like an auto draft timer too? Can't you lower it to like, I don't know, a minute or something just to keep it? Because I'm sure there's going to be a couple. You know,
I don't
all
know.
those people.
That
Somebody's
would be
going to
cool.
I never really looked in the settings for that. I could look in the settings and find out. I might lower it down to 30 if I can. 30 seconds. That's
How
plenty
long?
enough time to pick a person.
How long is it originally?
A minute and a half.
Minute and a half, damn.
I mean, that gets
So
really
if someone
long
sits
if
there
you
and
got
waits
3
that
or
whole
4
90
guys.
seconds, it could take all day to do this. You know, not all day, but a couple hours.
Couple
If
hours.
everyone picks within 10 seconds, it could be done pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
I guess it's 30 seconds, but still, 30 seconds still sucks. It seems forever when you're sitting there waiting.
That's a long time. And then how many players? It's like 5 or 6, isn't it, for a team? Or
What's that?
how many players do you got to pick for a team?
It's like
Well, you
13
pick
or 14.
a quarterback, 2 running backs, or no, one. Yeah, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, a flex, a defense, and a kicker, and I believe 7 bench players.
Okay.
I thought it was like, 14 or 15. Oh, 16 or 17. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, you could think about knowing who you want, but like you got to remember, there's like snake order. Say if you draft first, you don't draft again till you're 20, but then you draft 20 and 21. I kind of like drafting 10th because then you get 10th and 11th, and you get 2 really good people. But it gets hard because like you're missing out. Like the first 4 people, if you don't get 1, 2, 3, or 4, you're missing out on like I feel the 4 better starters this year.
Nice.
But if I get 1, I'm not picking Christian McAfee, just saying, because I think he's about to have an injury this year. I'm calling it ahead of time.
So Will said
Yeah.
it's like 9 active, 8 benched or some shit. So
Some shit like that.
yeah. Nice. Well, good thing it wasn't 52 players or shit. We'd be there for a while.
Man,
Oh, I mean, you could set it up to where like you have a whole offense and a whole defense. You could draft defensive players too. Yes, I will, Vanna. If you take forever, I will be cussing you. I mean, politely cussing you, but it'll be behind your back, so you won't hear it.
Her ears will be ringing.
They should be.
She's like, Kim's got to be talking shit about me right now.
Exactly.
As she's taking that last minute and a half to pick that.
Oh, yeah. That's the interesting part with people who aren't super familiar with it. They're like, who do I get next? Do I want another kicker? No, you've already got like 3 kickers. You don't need another kicker.
Draft 1 kicker. Like, you don't need to draft 2. Like, you don't have to draft like another kicker for the bench for your bye week. You just swap your kicker out once your bye week comes and hope he's there to grab back up, and someone like me don't grab him because I'm good at grabbing shit like that. If I see someone drop someone that I like, they're gone.
I do recall, I want to say it was, God, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, though. I grabbed Mason Crosby, right? Packers kicker. That motherfucker, he got me 9 to 12 points a week because he'd get the bonuses for the distance. You know what I mean? And they were constantly kicking field goals that year. If offense could not get in the end zone, so it was field goal after field. You know what I mean? Dude, he was one of my highest scoring people on my damn team.
Yeah, but then the next year he was canned. He got traded away or something, and he fell off. I remember that.
Yeah, he had a bunch of shanks the year after. Yet missed a bunch of easy gimmies.
Damn. Yeah, It's going to make for a good season this year, that's for sure. Can't wait to see all these
It's always
games.
a good season.
Yeah,
Fantasy just makes it funner.
it does. But I think there'll be a lot of good teams this year, though, too, around the league. There's going to be a lot of good games. I mean, it's not just one or two teams that are going to be up there.
I'm sorry to all the Kansas City fans out there, but I just hope it ain't Kansas City. I'm tired of seeing them win. It's just like New England. I'm tired of seeing them win. It's getting old.
Yep.
Sorry, Will.
Yeah, Kansas City can just disappear for a year or two. That'd be cool.
Right. I actually I respect Tom Brady now that he doesn't play anymore. I couldn't stand that guy as a player. I mean, great quarterback, can't take it away from him, but I could still sit there and talk about all those damn Super Bowls he didn't deserve. Like,
right.
He's a good player, but you cheated, man. Got that
and not even that. It's like, talk about having a golden spoon your entire career. Like, what? Come on, man. And then everybody's like, well, yeah, but he went to Tampa where there was nothing. Half that team was rebuilt when he went there. Mm-hmm. There was no one there from the year before. There was all kinds of people thrown on that new team. Like, dude, that guy's been surrounded with fantastic teams his entire career. Dan Marino was on half those teams. His stats would have been doubled.
Yep.
Look at how shit the Dolphins were for all of Marino's career. Like, literally. I
agree. Marino was a hell of a quarterback.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Old school right there.
Right? Give me
I got to get going. She just pulled in and she got a carload of groceries, so I got to get off here and help her unload.
All right, Ken, thanks for coming out, brother. You have a good one.
We'll see you guys.
See you tomorrow at the draft. 10-second draft, man.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm changing it. 10 seconds. So Vanna can't piss me off.
We'll have to put that out there and let everybody know so they make that damn draft.
All right. Get it in there. So, yeah, he said tomorrow at 1:00 Eastern. So, heads up. I know that's going to be 12 for us and 10 for you out there. So, whatever time zone you're in, 1:00 Eastern, the draft starts. So, heads up.
Yeah. Get out there and get those picks done, and we'll be all good. And shoot, I think we about got this wrapped up over here. I think everybody should have gotten all their picks in and all that good stuff. So we'll see how this goes next week. I can't wait to see. We'll see what everybody's got and all that good stuff wins. But thanks a lot, John. I appreciate you coming out here with me and everything and all that good stuff, man. And rocking 100%. With the first one and this one. So, and Ken too. You guys are awesome, man. Appreciate it. And I want to thank everyone out there in the chats for coming out and watching us. Another episode of the Thunderdome. You guys rock. Get your picks in. Like I said, you have till Monday night to get all that done, and then I'll get all that stuff logged in. So you guys get that done so you have a chance at winning some credit and merch and all that good stuff. Because it's not just merch from Blue Zombie Morphs, it's also from the Morphforge family and from Ken over at LMK Reptiles. You guys got some pretty nice shirts, man. I got to get me another Morphforge shirt, that's for damn sure. I like that blue one that Stan's got. That thing's cool. The black one rocks, but that blue one's pretty cool too. So you got to get me.
It came out nice.
Yeah, it did. It was really cool. Until next time, you guys. We will see you next Saturday, same time, 12 o'clock. Thank you, everyone. Have a safe weekend and enjoy your family and all that good stuff. Peace.
Peace out.